Hey everyone, I'm Aurora Luna Star, and I'm so excited to be with you this evening live from the Humankind studio in Sedona, Arizona. And tonight I get to share with you some amazing information and hopefully some beautiful sound. We have an amazing retreat coming up. Suzanne Ross, who's one of my favorite people on the planet, has organized something that is literally out of this world. It is the Ascension Retreat coming March 8th through the 10th of next year. And I can't begin to tell you how excited I am and honored I am to be a part of this amazing event, especially because of all of the names of all the people who are going to be under one roof for this amazing 3-day event. So we've got I don't even know where to begin. We've got Matt Kahn, we've got Wendy Kennedy, we've got the Hertogs, who are Dr. and Mrs. Hertog are also two of my favorite people on the planet. I mean, Anita Moorjani, Bashar, Daryl Anka will be here, and I recently had the pleasure of spending time at his event here in Sedona, and it was remarkable. We've just got so many special people coming for this event to offer their love, their light, their magic, all so that we can really have the tools for what's necessary for the next steps of our own ascension. And Suzanne has this gift of bringing all of us together under one roof. It's really a remarkable event. From some local heroes and stars as well, like Melissa Fike, and I'm losing it for a minute. Of course, Maureen St. Germain, and we have Amanda Romania. Did I say her name right? Can you correct me if I'm wrong? I'm looking for you backstage,
Oh, yeah,
mister.
I think you did it right.
Oh, thank you. I hope I did it right. Sorry, everyone, but just want to make sure I get the names right because I have close friendships and then peripheral people that I know in town, and so she's one of them. But they're just
You're going to be there?
yes, and well, I was getting to that.
Isabel?
Oh yes, and again, it's just so many amazing, amazing people. Even that I get to do sound with the lovely John Dumas. He's an amazing, amazing musician, just totally in tune and in touch. And his musicianship is stellar. And I love that because I have a music background as well, though his definitely is above and beyond mine as well. And so, Alan Steinfeld, all these amazing people are coming under one roof to share with us their gifts, their love. I mean, when I think about how Matt Kahn has touched my journey, how Wendy Kennedy has touched my journey, Anita Moorjani, Bashar, all of these people, the Hertogs, they've all come in so many different ways into my life and made a huge impact on the work that I now do with other people, even sound aside, because the work that I do goes beyond the sound healing that I offer. But having the gumption and the guts to get out there and do work like this in front of other people, all of these beautiful souls that are coming together are truly magical and have such powerful medicine. Rob Gauthier, one of my favorite channels, and to have Ruben Langdon coming. I'm so excited to be with Ruben again because I got to be with him and Rob at the last event, also with Maureen St. Germain and with Melissa Fike. So we're some repeat offenders that are coming to the table for Suzanne's amazing retreat. And I'm just so excited. Suzanne herself is an amazing presence and a being of light on this planet. She often doesn't give herself enough credit because she's always behind the scenes running these events, but she is just literally a transcendent being of light. And even that she can get everyone to say yes to come to Sedona and do this event is so amazing. And of course, we'll have John Strayer behind the scenes doing our amazing tech work. It's just all of these amazing people coming together. If I've missed any beautiful names, I'm sorry. I don't have the whole roster memorized, but I can tell you that coming to this retreat will be life-changing for you. I know it's going to be life-changing for me on so many different levels. So I really invite you, I think until the 1st of December, we've still got some early bird pricing. And if you use the code Sound Alchemy at checkout, it's all one word and it's all lowercase. You'll get an additional 10% off. So I invite you to really consider coming because it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience to have all of these amazing, amazing people under one roof and sharing. And so the piece that I get to share is, along with John, the sound alchemy that we bring to the table. And so tonight I'm going to share with you some information about sound and what it does for us and why it's so powerful and important as well, it does so many things, but it's really an amazing, powerful way to heal the body, right? We're mostly water. And if we think about Dr. Emoto and his work with the water crystals, by simply speaking words or having words and the frequency of words written down and putting the water crystal on top, a beautiful, unique pattern would form that resembles a snowflake. Similarly, when words of lower frequency were used in these experiments, the water would turn brown and look, almost like a blob. It certainly didn't look like a specific crystalline frequency. And so that's what sound offers our own physical vessel, because, of course, we're mostly water, right? And so what we have an opportunity to do is not just work with the energy of the cellular structure of the body, but also the mind. And that's a big one for a lot of us. The mind is so powerful that even no matter what we're feeling, the mind will convince us what it needs to believe in order to what it may think is protecting itself. So oftentimes we will stuff our feelings and not give ourselves permission to be vulnerable because the mind says we're not allowed to do that. And what ends up happening is the feelings get trapped in the cellular structure of our body. And when we don't give ourselves permission to have these feelings, to offer emotion the chance to move, emotion is meant to be energy in motion, right? Oftentimes, if we give ourselves permission, one feeling doesn't need more than 90 seconds to go through the whole central nervous system. I don't want to say bypass, it's not the right word, but to just move, right? To have an energy move and get grounded so that it's had its permission to be felt. Just so important in our human experience. We have a vast array of human emotions, and we're so used to not being in touch with them that we allow the mind to hijack our feelings and push through. But in doing so, oftentimes we can end up over time with dis-ease, right? When we have an accumulation of problems with the different organs, we can go back to Chinese medicine and equate them with the emotions that didn't get to be emoted or felt, right? So if you're having trouble with your liver, a lot of times there's repressed anger. Kidneys is fear, right? The heart, grief. And I'll say that grief is not one we're meant to move through quickly. Grief is not going to be a 90-second energy. And that's okay too. Grief is something we experience in stages. But again, we need to give the mind a connection to the heart and the heart to the mind so that we have permission to feel these emotions. It becomes incredibly important on this ascension or evolutionary process that we're all navigating through, because it's really a consciousness hijack to tell us that we're not allowed to feel, right? What does it look like for us to all be able to express our emotions and to share them with one another, and not with blame, right? It's still about taking responsibility for our feelings, though we're not going to go too deep into that today because we want to get to the sound healing. But emotions need expression. They need a place and a space to be felt. Even if you're not speaking them to everyone around you, you need to give yourself permission to feel them. So I would love for everyone to just take a moment and place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes and take 3 deep but gentle breaths. And just give yourself permission to feel whatever comes up in this moment. You might be incredibly happy, and kudos on you if that's where you're at. You might be feeling a lot of stress and anxiety from the holiday season that's just passed and is upcoming. There might be a lot of pressure at work or in the home. There might be a lot of monetary stress in your life. Whatever's coming up, if you give it permission to be felt, you also give it an opportunity to move. That way your body doesn't have to hold it. And usually you feel a lot better, especially when you connect closing your eyes with the breath and taking several deep breaths, gentle, but allowing that breath to come in through your nose and out through your mouth. That's a way to ground your energy when we talk about grounding. That becomes very important because when you give yourself space to do that, suddenly you'll find that you have more clarity, right? It's not the brain saying I'm not allowed to feel, and it's not the heart saying I have to feel everything at once. It's just taking a breath to be present in the moment. And then what happens is, as we go through this meditation into sound, what sound does is it balances the right and the left hemispheres of the brain. And so our brain is constantly navigating creativity and action and doing and getting out there and making things happen, right? But sometimes creativity needs a gestation period, right? A baby isn't born in a month or two. A baby's born in 9 months. So sometimes we need to balance what we're doing with what we're creating and giving time for things to happen. Sound healing can get us out of the rush of life and simply dropping into being present in the moment. And again, when we're being present in the moment, we can really get in tune with our intuition. So sound healing can be a beautiful tool to open you up to your intuition and getting calm and feeling peaceful in your own body. Imagine that. One of the things it can also do is bring your whole energy field into coherence, or what we call homeostasis. It's a place where the body and the energy body, which would be, we can also explain it as the emotional, mental, and etheric bodies. That's the light body. That energy starts to come into alignment with everything, right? Because sometimes our emotions can be overwrought, and that's all we're experiencing, and we're cut off from practicality or getting grounded and thinking in the moment. Sometimes the thoughts are the ones that are running rampant, right? And so we don't have space to feel. And then sometimes we leave our body altogether. When we've left our body altogether, we're considered ungrounded. We're hanging out in the ethers. We're meditating to the point where we feel really high, but we might not be really present. There's a reason why they often say not to be listening to meditation while driving. I can tell you of at least 5 or 6 times while I was living in New York that I was listening to a friend of mine, Kenji Kumara, and I would miss exits, like many exits. And when you're driving on Long Island, that's a dangerous thing because if you're going from the North Shore to the South Shore and you miss that exit and you have to turn around and go all the way back, you can end up sitting in traffic for quite a bit of time. So those are the times when we leave our body, right? And it does feel fun and beautiful to be in that space with meditation, but really our body is home because our body is here on earth and we belong to earth, right? The body is here because we're here. When we leave our bodies behind, we go back into the energy of spirit. But right now we want to make sure that our spirit merges with our body as much as possible. The more that we do that, the more intuition we're in touch with, the more we feel safe in our body, the more that we trust that the universe, God, all that is walking with us and that someone's got our back, right? We want to keep all of that energy and merge in integration, and sound can help us do that. It can help us remember that we're a body, a physical being, and spirit. And that's what we're here to remember and awaken to. That's what our ascension is, right? Healing the chakra system or the energies that are held in the chakra system. Or again, you can equate it back to Chinese medicine, whatever feels aligned for you. And as we bring that energy into balance and coherence and homeostasis, life becomes a whole different way of living. You're no longer a victim to anything that's happening because you recognize that you're a co-creator with your thoughts, with your words, with your feelings. Right? You're electromagnetic in your being, and this helps balance the electromagnetics of your being. So I'm going to invite you in this moment to get really comfortable. Some of the sounds you're going to hear are going to be harmonics, and this is, for instance, a harmony. chord of 3 notes that sound very nice when they're played together. And what you're also going to hear are some dissonant tones, which are 2 tones that sit on top of each other. As they start to play together, you can hear that there's a rub almost of that energy. What dissonance allows for is a shift in the brain. It will offer new pathways, new neural pathways for new thought patterns to be born. And that's really important because 90% of what you think today, you're going to think tomorrow. So sound is really good at not only bringing energy relaxation into the central nervous system, it's beautiful for breaking up thought patterns that have been on repeat for a really long time. We want to make sure that the thoughts that we allow on repeat are, I'm joyful, I'm abundant, I'm happy with my life, I'm grateful for my life, I'm a creator in my life, I'm magical, I'm in tune with my intuition, I love my life and I'm excited for all that's coming my way. I'm open to all the possibility and potential that life has to offer me. I'm excited for that potential, and I meet my life with excitement and love and joy. I'll bet you those might not be part of your everyday thought process for most of you, and that's okay. In order to create the new thought, you have to repeat it in a synapse at least 400 times. Can you believe that? 400 times you need to be on repeat with those thoughts, unless you're having fun. And when you're having fun, you only need to do it 20 times, right? The body is an amazing vehicle. And the more that we bring science into spirituality, you begin to remember that there's so much ease and grace that we can experience on this journey. So one more thing I'm going to share before we dive in, and that's light language. So what I do up here is channel information and energy. Every single time I play the bowls, it's different. And every time I sing with the bowls, it's different. And what you will hear come out of me will be something that may sound like an actual language to you. In a sense, it is. It's a frequency. The language is called light language or fire language, depending on the source of where it comes. Everything that comes through me is channeled through the energy and the intention of the highest light. There's only good stuff coming. And you may hear it and it may sound like a soul memory to you, meaning you may think you understand it energetically. I hear that from a lot of people. And you also may feel emotional when you hear it. A lot of times this work will evoke tears of remembrance, but you don't know why. If you feel emotional from this, don't worry about it. Embrace it. If you feel like you understand the light language, but you're not sure what it means, don't worry. Embrace it. You're not meant to be experiencing it from anything more than your heart. And the heart wants you to feel more than anything. So know that whatever you feel is perfect. Also, sometimes with sound, you can feel agitation. The agitation is something in you that wants to move, or it's energy that your body or your brain or your heart want you to have an awareness of. Again, just allow. Everything that happens is perfect. You may want to go back to it later or journal about it. Understand why it's coming up for you right now, to be seen, to be felt, to be expressed. All of it's perfect. So now I'm going to ask you one last time, get really comfortable, and I'll ask you to close your eyes and take those breaths again. We're going to take some deep but gentle breaths, and just allow your body to settle into the space where you are. And I'm going to ask you from this space to set an intention for what it is that you'd like to receive. And if you don't know what your intention is, you can just ask for the highest, what's ever meant for you in this moment. And we're going to welcome in the energy of every kind of divinity, whatever your belief systems. Let that all be perfect on your behalf. So I'm opening the energy for all of the highest divine light that I am connected to and that you are connected to be present in this moment. And we're going to welcome in also all the energies of Mother Earth. And we're just going to know that in this moment we are guided and surrounded and protected by love. Raantare baata I kayachor a I kachai sa unai. Braante ayahi ayakor a gijagai baush maur. Bretandara eya atsikacho mahande itayo. Bra akikai sawa mahu yahande. Jor maati ta andage gor maachika su nahai. Bra untakich re a la fua shane wa atika shu taha norai. Beloved ones, we are gathering with you in this moment with deep gratitude, for we represent the councils of love through time-space continuum. You may know us as angelics, as ascended ones, as galactic beings, as those who are elemental, for we are a collective of the all. And this energy comes through on your behalf to excite you and prepare you for that which is coming towards you, for this beautiful retreat that has been prepared. We are a collective of love and light and frequency through the harmony of the spheres. And through coming through this harmonic, we've brought you pieces, reminders of who you are from where you've been. The soul is a collection of experiences from all time space. And so we have walked with many of you in different lifetimes, in different places. Some of us have been very close to you, and some of us have watched in the background, offering hints of your intuition and reminding you, helping you remember who you truly are, which is, of course, an energy of being. Meaning, while yes, you are inhabiting a body, you are also constantly the frequencies of light and love, though especially in this dimensional energy that you are currently in, it does require your attention and intention to connect from this space. Because as you set intentions and as you pay attention, you are now sitting in the driver's seat of your co-creative self. When you are not paying attention, oftentimes your consciousness is being handed to you through the many sources of different ways that consciousness can come, whether it be through food or drink or media. There are many places through which energy is being shown to you or offered to you. We invite you to choose this diet of energy very carefully. As your body goes through physical changes, as your energy field goes through many upgrades of shift and frequency, we ask for you to be conscious in supporting this process so that you may align to your divine design with ease and grace. The changes are happening for all, and the awareness is to not allow yourself to fall into the trap of judgment of what you are experiencing or what is being experienced around you. There is purpose with everything, for humanity does not grow in the energy of comfort, rather in the energy of dissonance. And so in duality, you're being offered the beautiful opportunity to recognize just how powerful you are as creator source beings by choosing neutrality and coming out of duality, no matter what you're seeing, pulling back from left and right, right and wrong, and choosing to remain in a neutral space And then asking of the quantum field, seeing in your mind's eye, feeling in your heart, what it would look like for the solution to already arrive. We recognize that this can be challenging, for what you're seeing in the outside world is a definite upheaval, a purge of energy, and the duality that is purging is very challenging to watch and to witness, to feel, and of course to experience. And yet we still invite you to come back into your heart space and remember that the more you can be neutral, the more that you can come into a space of what you desire to see creating in this world, the more you can spend time in the quantum field of possibility, the more new timelines are being born. When you choose a side, you're actually contributing to the problems that are already here. We are asking you to remember that you can be the solution in your creation. We're counting on it. It's why you came. And so we say to you that we see you. We remember you. We're in such deep gratitude for your courageous time on this planet. And we love you. And so I invite you in this moment to see in your mind's eye a beautiful white diamond light beginning at your crown and weaving a cocoon of integration with ease and grace and so much love all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. And when you feel this process is complete, you may open your eyes and come back to the space, and giving yourself a moment to do so. Remember to take very excellent care of yourself, for you are very important in being here. And I can't wait to see each and every one of you at the Ascension Retreat in March, sending you all so much love and so much gratitude. Bye for now.